Yes, the best intro ever. We usually sing along, but we can't because we are not in the Content Factory today. We are coming to you live from the top of the MGM in Las Vegas, Nevada. I am Brandt Tobler with my beautiful co-host, Shire Spence.
What? I don't need a last name.
Oh, what are you, Prince? You Madonna now?
Yeah. What? Who else is named Shire?
Okay, that is true. Shire and I are here giving it to you live from our hotel room in a long week of Vegas. We've been at Brad Garrett's Comedy Club the last 3 nights, and it's been fun, right?
Yeah, it's been great. Best green room in all of this side of Mississippi.
No, best green room in the country. It's full of booze and candy and anything you would ever want, so we recommend it. I don't know why I tell you this because who cares? But I want to welcome all our new listeners, all the Honeydew fans. Those of you guys that came over from the Honeydew and Ryan Sickler, we love to have you guys. We hope you guys are enjoying it. As we do it over here, we do this one, Dead to Us, which is myself and Shire. And then we do Craigslist Chaos, which I know you guys have liked. I've gotten a lot of good messages. If you guys find something on Craigslist, or even if you just have somebody's number that I can call and fuck with, hit me up. And we are going back to full 31s. And quick question for you. The quick question for you, when we get back to the studio, I got some interviews set up next week with some of your favorite comics, a couple baseball players, musicians, reality stars, and then we're going to try to go full 31 the next couple weeks. I got John Reap coming into town. I don't know Jordan Rock or Pete Lee, but I'm going to reach out, and then I'm hoping January will be good because we have at the club Chris DiStefano, Beth Stelling, Andrew Santino, and Theo Vaughn and Duncan Trussell are all my big hopes. Rob Schneider, he probably won't do it, but I'm hoping we can go big in January. So I don't know how you found us, but thanks for finding us. If you would do us a favor, go rate, review, leave a comment. We made it over the 500 hump. We are at 504 reviews, which is cool. So thank you guys for doing that. We appreciate it. Shout out to my new Patreons. You know, the Patreons 018, number 18, Anthony Gordon, and 019, number 19, Piper Rousey. Guys, thank you for becoming Patreon lieutenants in our comedy cartel here. This week, I'm going to do a video of the green room. All my Patreons get a postcard from Vegas, and one lucky Patreon, number 002, Greg Lucero, will be sleeping in my suite with me for the next 3 nights. I'm trading out my girlfriend for my buddy Greg. But that is why our Patreon is better than all the others. You can come to our house, who Shire hates. She's shaking her head. But you can come to our house at any time. You can stay in my room. You can call us. We'll give you postcards. I think it's the best Patreon for $7 a month. I mean, that's great, right?
Yeah.
And all that money is going towards the start of the new year when we're going to try to give you guys more video content. So we're looking for that.
Yeah.
And that's it. Shire's over it. How exhausted are you from Vegas?
It's been good.
Are you ready to go home?
I wish you were coming with me. I think it's so funny. I think the maids and the hotel security are going to be so confused, or they're going to be like, what the fuck is this guy doing? Because I'm here and all my stuff's in the room, and then I'm going to leave today. And then the next time the maids come in to clean, it's going to be all
dudes.
New and dude stuff, and they're going to see you walking through the hallways with Greg instead of me. And
will they think I am with you and he's my mistress, or I'm gay with Greg and you're my mistress?
They think probably that I'm with you and you're secretly gay with Greg.
Ooh, all right. Well, maybe that's true. Part of joining the Patreon is I become secretly gay. If you've ever needed a hand job from a comedian, I'm not your guy. I got small hands, and I'm sure everyone out there has huge dicks. All right. Where do we start? Where are we starting this week?
Well, we normally...
let's just do a Vegas rundown.
Right, Vegas rundown.
Or did you have a plan? Go ahead.
Vegas rundown sounds great, babe.
I mean, we flew here. We were in different boarding sections of Southwest, which if you guys fly Southwest, you know what that's like. So I got on early, And then I saved the window seat next to me for Shire, and it was a full flight. So people would just come up and point at that seat, and then I'd be like, no. And then they would get super pissed at me. I'm like, where the fuck is she at? Because all these people are pissed. So that's how this thing started. I don't know why I'm telling you guys that. But then we got here. First night was good.
Yep.
I did the show. Then when I went and did another show in front of no people and ate it. And then we went and ate all-you-can-eat sushi, which is pretty good.
Kind of all you can eat.
I guess it wasn't kind of all you can eat.
Any sushi is all you can eat if you just keep ordering more.
Yeah, if you have money. Actually,
and that's what we did.
It felt like all you can eat. And then Tuesday, you guys have heard of Taco Tuesday here in Vegas. It was Tupac Tuesday. We walked to the Wynn to eat the buffet, and I walked her through the MGM where Tupac got in a fight. And then I walked her past the intersection where Tupac got killed. So it was a Tupac day.
It was a Tupac Tour Tuesday.
Tupac Tour Tuesday. And then on Tuesday night, my good friends Chancey Williams and the Younger Brothers band were playing at the Mirage. And we went
We also went shopping on Tuesday.
Oh, we did go shopping.
Mm-hmm.
Where did we go?
Well, we went swimsuit shopping.
Oh, yeah.
For me.
How'd that go?
Not great.
Why is that?
Because nothing ever fits me.
Yeah.
The funny thing about Molly Brown swimwear is...
Shout out to Molly Brown swimwear.
Shout out to Molly Brown swimwear. Is they don't give a fuck. They're like, oh, yeah. Oh, he's with you? Oh, he can just go in the dressing room with you. And then we go into the dressing room together, and the curtains are basically not... There's, like, nothing there. They're, like, completely see-through.
Yeah.
On either side.
So it was like just a private little sex booth. And we didn't have sex. We couldn't have had sex because you could see right out.
Yeah, you could just see. I mean, pretty much.
And my
it was just a peep
wonderful
show.
Girlfriend has a problem. I don't think it's a problem, but it's a problem for her.
Well, it was good for... It was funny and I think good for you to see my struggle. And
well, can you explain your struggle to the people?
They don't make swimsuit tops that fit me.
Why is that?
Because of the size of my boot.
Which is what?
34H.
34H,
yeah.
as in holy shit, they're humongous.
Yeah.
So this poor lady kept just bringing over swimsuits, and there was just titties come pouring out the side and bottom of every suit that they brought over. So I felt bad for Shire because she was so excited to come here and get a new swimsuit. I don't know why in the middle of December it's the last thing she needs.
Well, because we're here and I love that swimsuit store, and sometimes they have suits that fit me.
Yeah.
This time they definitely
So we
did.
tried probably 12 suits and we went 0 for 12. So she will be swimming in a black T-shirt that says 34H on it.
Only going to be visiting topless beaches from now on.
We'll pass on that. So we did go swimsuit shopping, and then we went and saw my buddy's band, Chancey Williams and the Younger Brothers, played at the Mirage. They crushed it. Afterwards, we went up to this...
Afterwards, we tried to go into VIP.
Oh, yeah.
And the security guards looked at Brandt, and they were like, nope, not you. You can't come in here.
Yeah, and you guys, if anybody knows anything about me, that did not sit well with me at all. So I immediately got on the phone, called the band, and then they took us into a better VIP, private
Actual
VIP.
Green room VIP.
And then we went back in there to the VIP with the band, and I said, in your face, security guards, I'm back. No armband, no laminate. I do whatever the F we want. I can't act like a rebel and then not say fuck right there. That was a nerd move. I do whatever the fuck we want. So then we went up to the suite, and we might as well start the opposite of order of most nights with a salon story.
Salon story.
I don't have the noise thing. Ding, 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 ding.
He needs some milk.
Oh shit! Here we go again. This week's salon story happened to us in the traveling salon called the Presidential Suite at the Mirage at about maybe 3:15 a.m. Clippers come out, and the band starts giving each other laser lines in the side of their heads.
Which are they're just lines.
Yeah, just lines, but I like calling them laser lines now.
Well, that's their new name.
And then the lead singer, Chancey, wanted, after they butchered a couple band members' hair, Chancey goes, I got to get them. I said, you know what? My girlfriend's a hairstylist. She'll do it. She'll do it better than you've ever had it. And everyone there's probably 30 people in the room at that time. Everyone's drunk. Like, really? Can she do it? You're a comedian. I go, you know how much I'll vouch for her? She can do my lines first. And then
they were nervous.
So I sat down at 3:15 drunk as shit, and I have now 3 lines on each side of my head. And then Chancey got 4 lines on each side of his head.
Well, we did 3, and then he was freaking out because he loved them. And then he was like, give me another one. But we had to make sure they fit under the cowboy hat so you couldn't see it on stage.
Yeah, so he just did a big interview here for the NFR that someone sent us video of him on stage showing off his lines. And the funniest part is his manager was freaking out because he's like, your grandma is going to kill you when you show up for church on Christmas Sunday with those lines in your head. So, sorry, Chancey, but it was a good haircut, right?
Yeah.
Took it back to the old kitchen cut days.
Yeah, I thought the lines looked really good.
You did really good, so. Oh, you got 2 good Yelp reviews. And then we got so drunk, I came home, then I woke up the next morning, and we were just laying in bed, and I was like, I think I just caught a glance of it in the mirror or something. I was like, oh my God, I have lines in my head. So at 42 years old, I have laser lines on both sides of my head. Every adult I know has, when I showed them, just looked at me like, what's wrong with you? And every kid thinks it's so cool. So I hope I've inspired a bunch of 9-year-olds.
Well, the good thing is that was a rough night. I mean, we drank a lot.
Yes.
For a long time. We didn't get back to the hotel room until 4 something. But the next day, whenever anybody was like, oh, how's your night? And we're like, oh, it was rough. We're having a rough day. All you had to do was take your hat off and show them the side of your head. And then they were like, oh, God.
Yeah.
It was that kind of night.
It was that kind of night where you're getting 3:30 a.m. haircut. So then yesterday we took it real easy. Didn't drink, just got some candy and came home. We were in bed by 11. The lamest Vegas couple there is, but that's all right.
No.
So it's been fun. Vegas is good, and that's the Vegas update with a quick salon story in there. So if you guys ever need a 3 a.m. haircut, I got just the person for you.
That's right. It's me. We also, being in bed at 11 last night, allowed us to watch the premiere.
Oh, yeah. It's time for what are we watching? We got a new show for you guys, and it's awful. Go ahead.
It's so bad.
So
they've obviously run out of things to show on TV because whoever invented this show,
it's awful.
It's a stretch.
So we're in the hotel room. We have very limited channel options, maybe 30 channels. So we stumble upon a show called Man vs. Bear where adults compete against bears.
In activities that bears are good at.
Yeah.
Not like Man versus Bear where a man reads pages out of a dictionary because he can read and then the bear has to read. No, it's like Man versus Bear where you have to do an obstacle course and climb up a tree in 37 seconds. And that's how long it would also take an 800-pound bear to do the same obstacle course.
But they're not running next to each other. It's all such shit. And the bear never does anything cool, really. I mean, the bear's cool, but one competition was the bear ate, and then the people tried to eat as fast as a bear, which is stupid. A bear crushed it. Then the final one was you're in
what about tug of war?
Tug of war versus a bear. How do that lasted 3 seconds every single time. The bear just pulled him right into the water, and then the last one was you're in like a caged ball. And then the bear...
the bear is trying to push the ball, and you're supposed to be pushing... You're inside the ball, and you're supposed to be pushing back.
And you're at the top of a hill. So the bear touches the ball, and you just roll down to the hill. It's the dumbest show.
So
let us save you the time. If you stumble upon it, just check it out for a second.
I mean, you could watch it. Just so that you can laugh about it with us.
Yeah.
But we're not going to watch any
And the casting, they casted like a 63-year-old man who's definitely on steroids, was just jacked up, but still 63. Then they cast like a skinny, black dude who was a UFC fighter.
And let's see. Can you guess what the third person was?
The third one was a girl.
With a single mom.
A single mom with a sob
Shocker.
story who was fat, then lost 100 pounds, had a
And now she
kid,
wants to fight
gained
a bear.
100 pounds again, lost 100 pounds again, and actually looks really hot. And then she was going to fight a bear. It was...
In order to inspire her daughter.
Yeah, to inspire her daughter, to let her know that she can get beat by any animal in the world. So that's, this week we didn't really get to watch much because we are in Vegas, but somehow we hopefully have saved you from watching what we would consider one of the worst shows we've ever seen.
It's not going to, there's no way it's going to even last a full season.
Yeah. My tweet was, man versus bear. Guess who wins? ... Nobody. It was fucking snooze fest. But it's on Discovery if you want to check it out. The trailer makes you think it'll be good, but you like maybe the bear. There's a chance the bear will eat but no.
No, but they're all trained bears.
Yeah, they're the most beautiful, huge
and
bears.
they have names like, this is Honey Bear.
Yeah.
This is Bert.
Bart.
Bert loves to eat. Like, what?
Yeah, they give bios about the bears, which is very... It's just awful.
Yeah.
It is an awful show, so find it and laugh with us or avoid it at all costs because it is awful.
We've also been watching some basketball.
We watched Little Hoops, and by we, I mean I did, and Shire fell asleep. But we've made 2 bets while we're here, and they both won, so that was good. Yeah. And this will come out today before the game starts. We're making a big bet on the Ravens tonight.
Oh.
So root for the Ravens. You'll be on a plane. This says no.
Yeah.
This won't matter to you. So we watch a little sports, but this week's What Are We Watching segment is pretty lame. But it's time for Teach Shire Sports. So through our travels of walking around Vegas this week, we have came across 2 of the most famous athletes in the world. So we will see if Shire knows anything about those athletes.
Yeah, I'm looking at you like I didn't even
Yeah,
know
I don't
that.
think you even realized who you saw or cared at all. But the first athlete we saw was sitting in a booth right by our hotel room signing autographs. His name is Pete Rose. Pete Rose,
He
what?
was sitting in a booth signing
Yeah,
autographs?
you didn't care. You were looking at your phone. But Pete Rose, what sport does he play?
No idea.
But guess.
Baseball.
Boom.
Really?
On fire, yes.
It's the last name that did it for me.
Why? Rose and baseball go together?
Yeah. I feel like he's a mama's boy.
He's not a mama's boy. He's known as Charlie Hustle.
Oh.
You like that nickname?
Yeah.
Why do you think they call him that?
I don't know. But it sounds like, like in The Sandlot, how there's always like a little fat kid.
Uh-huh.
Who has to, like, work really hard to get around the bases. That's what it reminds me of.
Well, and he wasn't really a fat kid. He was a really good baseball player. He is famous for 2 things. He holds the record for most, what do you think? Think of a baseball thing that you would do. The most what?
Catches.
No. The most hits.
Oh.
He got the most hits in the history of baseball. But on a sadder story, he was kicked out of baseball.
Mm.
Why do you think he was kicked out of baseball?
Drugs.
No.
Damn.
Do you have a second guess?
Maybe like rigging the game.
Oh, yeah, kind of. He never got charged with rigging the game, but he was betting on baseball, which is a big no-no. So now he...
Why? Don't you do that all the time?
Yeah, but I'm not a baseball player.
Oh.
So he was the manager of a team, so he could have...
Oh.
They say he only bet on his own team.
Oh.
But if you're the manager of a team, you could make them lose to help your bet, So that's very frowned upon.
Got it.
That's the difference between me and Pete Rose. I cannot affect the outcome.
So why is he signing autographs if he got kicked out?
Because he got kicked out of baseball, so he can't.
It's like, hey, I got fired from doing hair. I'm here to give haircuts.
Yeah, well, he can't get a job back in baseball. Like he's considered one of the best hitters ever, so he should be like a hitting coach for a team. But he's banned from baseball, so now he has to sign autographs to make money because he can't get a job in baseball because he's been like blackballed.
Well, can't he get a job as like an announcer or something?
Well, he did have a job as announcer actually on Fox, but I don't know why he probably just likes, if I had to guess, just the fame of like, you know, he's still famous, so he gets to sit there and then people come up and talk to him and take a picture. And my uncle did a documentary with him and said he was pretty cool, but I've heard awful gambling stories about him, that he used to just be a degenerate. But so you saw
Sounds like
Pete
he still
Rose.
is.
Yeah, I don't know if he still gambles, I think. Pete Rose is the first person you saw.
Yes.
Or didn't see. Second person was Emmitt Smith. Do you know anything about Emmitt Smith?
Mm-hmm.
What do you know?
Well, he's a Smith brother.
Brother of what? Are you saying that because he's black, or you think he has brothers? Or there's a famous Smith family I don't know?
Well, I think there's just a lot of Smiths in the world, so he's got to be a brother of some Smith somewhere.
That is not a fact. What sport do you think he plays?
I think he plays baseball.
No, wrong. Second guess.
Football.
Football, boom.
All right.
And he is famous. He has the most what of all time?
What?
He holds the record for most.
Well, can you just like use it in a sentence?
He's
please?
a running back, and he holds the record for most
tackles.
Oh, baby, he's a running back, so he runs the ball.
Oh.
The most rushing yards in the history of the NFL. And he played for probably the most famous team, which is who?
The Cowboys.
Nailed it. And you know that because you wanted to be a Cowboys cheerleader, I assume?
No.
No?
Mm-mm.
Why? You were a cheerleader. You didn't want to be a Cowboys cheerleader?
No, I did want to be a Broncos cheerleader, though.
Yeah, I like that. But no. Would you, if you could, in your auditions, would you rather have been on The Bachelorette or been a Broncos cheerleader?
Oh, shit. I don't know. Probably a Broncos cheerleader.
That's the wrong answer, 100%. But because if you were on The Bachelorette, you know how many more hair clients you'd get? No one knows who a Broncos cheerleader is.
Yeah, but it doesn't really matter.
Why?
Because I feel like so many other doors open for you.
From Broncos cheerleader?
Yeah.
No. First of all, that's like a shit job. They get paid like $50 a game.
Well,
if you could marry a player.
Try out for The Bachelor, and I never actually tried out to be a Broncos cheerleader.
Oh, so then what's a Bachelorette tryout? What's a Bachelor tryout like?
Oh my God, it was so dumb.
Like why?
So you go in. Mine was at the Hard Rock. So I went in. And
in Denver or here?
In Denver. And they gave me this like thing to fill out with all my information.
Questionnaire.
And then just answer stupid questions. Yeah. And I did that, and then they have you like stand in front of a screen like a jail mugshot with your last name and your phone, whatever. And they take a headshot, and then like you turn, you do the full like jail mugshot, like forward profile. But then they also just take a body shot, and then they take like a full body shot. But they do like face, like neck down, and then
waist down.
They just do then they like pull back and they do a full body.
Were you in clothes or like a swimsuit?
I was in clothes.
I
was in clothes, but I was about I don't know, 6 inches shorter than every other girl that was there.
Oh really? Because you're what, like 5'4"?
I'm 5'3", and pretty much everybody there I think was like 5'9".
But you had the biggest boobs for sure, right?
Yeah, I think that's why they didn't pick me.
Why? You don't think people like watching boobs on TV?
No, you have to fit like a certain like body type because they bring in people to wardrobe everybody that's there. So everybody that's there has to generally be around the same size, and I wasn't. I was like so much shorter and so much bigger busted that they wouldn't have been able to dress me. Anyway, I was sitting there waiting to be called in to talk to a producer, and this girl sitting next to me goes, "Oh, I've never seen you before." And I was like, yeah, I know.
What? Oh, you think they just travel around and keep auditioning?
Well, I said, yeah. Yeah, I know. And she was like, oh, well, what agency are you with? And I was like, oh, I'm not here with an agency. And she was like, oh, she's like, yeah, that girl and I did like Miss Colorado together. And I was in a commercial with that girl over there. And
damn, she just flexed on you.
there was some guy that was there. And I looked at him and I was like, what? Like, what are you doing? And he's like, oh, yeah, my agent just sent me here to audition. Like, maybe they'll pull me for like a future season or something. And I was like, what the fuck is
Was he
happening?
hot?
No, I mean, it wasn't really anything special.
They get a lot of bachelors from Colorado, it seems like.
I know, but to me, it seemed like everybody that was there had an agent.
Oh, I'm sure. It's a business.
Yeah, well, then why hold open castings?
Well, so people like you would come.
For what?
Just in case. Diamond in the rough.
Well, I went...
Because not everyone's repped. Like, you got your friend of modeling job
true.
the other day.
Yeah. But yeah, so then I sat there and they produced the camera in my room wasn't working, so she was like pissed. Like the producer that I was working with, she was like really grumpy about it and left and came back with a new camera and had to set it up and whatever. And then she just like quickly ran through the questions. And then, I mean, it was like obvious that I wasn't gonna.
Oh, you knew you weren't gonna get it?
Yeah, just by the way she was.
So then,
me.
were you sad afterwards?
No. Then they make you stand up in the corner after they go through all your questions, and they pan up and down your body as you turn in a full 360.
Mm-hmm.
So that they can see if you're good for TV.
Damn.
I know.
What did you do after? Did you go celebrate?
No. After, I went to an all-you-can-eat, all-you-can-drink thing at the zoo, and then I went to a Rockies game.
Oh, so it was a good day overall.
Yeah. It was a very eventful day.
And you almost made it on The Bachelor.
No.
I heard you're the last one cut, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Pretty cool.
All right. I don't know how we got on Bachelor Talk. If you could be on any reality show, which one would you pick? And don't say Man vs. Bear, because it's awful.
Oh, that
and it's not even real.
Was awful. I know. I don't know. I mean, probably whatever one's trending at the time.
You just want to blow up?
Yeah.
Would you let me go on Bachelor if I somehow got good looking and had a hot body and owned a suit? I mean, it's a lot of hypotheticals.
I wouldn't do that, but I would move to another country so that we could try to get on 90 Day Fiancé.
Ooh, shout out to 90 Day Fiancé. Do a little accent for us. What country are you in today?
I don't know.
Just be from somewhere.
What? Oh, shoot. Who were we dealing with the other day? And I was doing that accent.
Probably.
Where'd we go shopping?
The Asian. Oh, at Louis, at the Louis store.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, give us a little of the Louis lady trying to sell you a Louis Vuitton.
We went to the Louis store. I have a Louis, and I want another one that is a little bit lighter in color for spring and summer. So I walk in with mine. Brandt is in just a full sweatsuit.
Yeah, I look like
he's
I should not,
dressed up at all.
or I look like the richest dude in the world. I toe the line of being so scrubby that you have to respect,
very
like
Adam Sandler.
Yeah,
looking.
yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So they always like, oh wait, we can't. When I walk in these fancy stores, they're like, oh, this dude sucks. But then they go, oh, remember Training? There's always a chance this guy is the guy that we heard about that wears sweats.
Training.
I am, because even if I was super rich, you know, like even when I had money. When I had that gambling job and I'd always carry like $50,000 at least, I would still go to these nice places just in shorts and flip-flops. And then they would just try to punk me, and then I'd just pull out a wad of money, and then I was the training guy. But anyway, so we're in the Louis store.
So we walk into the Louis store, and I have mine just slung around my body, and the woman that was working was like, oh, you're Louis. It's very, what'd she say?
Limited edition.
Oh, yeah, you're Louis, limited edition. We don't have any more. Oh, I show you more Louis with limited edition. We don't have this one. This one very special. And she pulls out one that's like in a drawer in a back closet or something.
And she had a mustache.
I didn't even notice that. I was looking at the
such
bags.
a strong mustache.
You were over it.
But it was funny because since you're wearing a Louis bag, they think you're going to buy a Louis bag.
I know.
And I guess you almost did, but...
I mean, I just didn't really fall in love with anything that they had.
Well, then we went to the other store. What is the other expensive store you went to? And
Chloe.
Oh, yeah, Chloe. And then...
Yeah, we went to Chloe.
Wait, do the gay guy in there.
There was this guy. He was probably, I don't know, 6 5 or something. He was so tall and he had the curliest hair.
He was fabulous.
He was so
Look,
fabulous.
dressed to perfect,
dressed to the nines.
head to toe.
When we walked in, Brandt has decided on this trip that he hates fringe. There's a lot of cowgirls here wearing fringe, and every time we see him, he's like, "Oh no, I do not like that."
Well, I don't like that fringe. It just hangs.
I know you're not a fan of the fringe.
It's like long, and it just like ugh.
So we walked by the Chloe store, and these bags are between $3,000 and $6,000, and they're just so fringy, fringe all the way to the floor with these bags. And I'm like, well, what about this fringe? And he's like, oh, I don't really care about it. So we go in, and there's this super fabulous man, and he's referring to all of the purses as if they're
alive,
human.
Yeah.
So he's like, oh, she's so pretty. Oh, have you met her? Oh, we have more colors in her. And, oh, she's fabulous.
At one point he goes, do you know about her? Do you know her history?
Have you met her?
Yeah.
Oh, this is her 20th anniversary. So we did this special thing for her. And, yeah.
So we made some bag friends. We didn't buy anything.
No.
So expensive.
Yeah.
But it was fun. I mean, I recommend it if you come to Vegas, just take your girl or your spouse or whoever you're dating or whatever through these fancy places and let them judge you up and down. Let them give you the sales pitch. Make them think you're going to buy something. And then they'd put the pressure on her, and I'd be like, all right, we got to eat. We'll come back. And then we never came back.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so that was interesting. I don't know how we got on that tangent, but that's Vegas.
That's Vegas, baby.
Vegas, baba. Do a little Elvis for her. Come on, just do a little.
This is like the episode of accents.
Yeah, because you were good at it. Just do a little Elvis. Tell them what you ordered at the Bellagio buffet. As Elvis.
Crab legs, baby.
We ate so many crab legs. And then we went and had crab leg. Got into a crab leg coma, and then we came home and got in bed to take a nap before the show, but then we couldn't sleep because our hands smelled so bad like crab legs to the point Shira's like, ugh, I gotta get out of bed and wash my hands. I fucking smell like crab legs. So that was that.
Gross.
All right, what else do we have? This is the just off the fly Vegas episode for you guys. Keep giving content. Rate, review, subscribe. Join the Patreon. Thanks for listening. And up next is...
Hey, babe, can we talk about something?
Uh-oh. This always makes me nervous every week, but I always answer yes to, hey, babe, can we talk about something? Yes, babe, we can talk about whatever you want.
Well, I have two things, and I'm not sure what to talk to you about, but...
Let's do them both.
One of the things is that Taco Bell here in Vegas...
Yes.
...has a wedding chapel.
Yes. We didn't even go see it, did we?
No.
Well... Shire loves Taco Bell. That's her favorite.
The problem is you can't put the pressure on at the Taco Bell. Like, all right, well, we got to go eat, and then we'll come back because it's Taco Bell, so you can just eat right there.
What? Oh, if they try to upsell us on the wedding while we're ordering? I don't think that's how it works, babe. I think we probably have to have an appointment with the Taco Bell wedding director.
With the Taco Bell chaplain.
Yeah, with the chaplain. Ever since we met, that's all she's ever wanted to do is get married at a Taco Bell. And I'm a traditionalist.
I mean, not,
I need to get married.
For real, but
no. We should have went and checked it out though, because there is a cantina. The one we walked by one here that had a full bar and.
I know.
But I don't know.
You can get married under the Taco Bells.
No. But if you join our Patreon, you can come to our Taco Bell wedding.
That's
you
right.
get a free soft shell taco.
They give you a party box for $55.
Wait, that's all it costs?
I think it's $55. It also could be $500.
Yeah, it's got to be at least $500.
It's either $500 or it's $55, and I can't remember what it is.
It's $500 for
you get married under the bells.
Okay.
You get 2 champagne flutes filled with Mountain Dew Baja Blast.
Okay. Someone's done her research.
Get a bouquet made of hot sauce, and you would get a little bow tie with hot sauces printed on it. And then you get a party pack of 10 tacos for all your closest friends.
Only 10?
Only 10. You would need to order more, but the package comes with a party pack. And then you get a cake, one of those Cinnabon cakes.
You know, that might just be $55 actually.
I know. I
Because
don't.
there's not a lot.
I should look it up.
Just look it up.
It's either 55 or 500.
But I don't. I mean, that would. Is the chapel big enough to like invite a bunch of people?
I don't know. It looks like all of the pictures on the website look like just a couple. But also, why would you take all your wedding photos
In the chapel?
in the chapel? I don't know why you would do that. How to get married at the Taco Bell in Las Vegas.
We're learning a lot here. We should have researched this before. I didn't know this was going to be a topic.
Oh, you get 2 party packs of 12 tacos.
So 24 tacos total.
Oh, and you get Mr. and Mrs. T-shirts.
Okay. Just give us a price.
The bouquet looks kind of funny. Oh, they upped it.
How much?
Guess how much it is.
$250.
$600.
$600?
I would not spend that much money to get married at Taco Bell.
Well, you don't have to worry about it because we're not doing that. But thank you for looking into it. Last week, she wanted to get married at Bronco Stadium. This week, Taco Bell.
Private area for a reception inside the restaurant with up to 15 of your closest friends.
We have way more friends than that. We have 18 people on Patreon alone.
Well, it looks like the Patreon's the only ones invited.
Patreons.
That gets us out of having to invite our families.
We tell our family and friends, hey, sorry, you guys, you don't get to come because you didn't join our Patreon.
That's right.
All right. Well, yeah, it's here. Maybe it inspired one of you guys. We're not doing it, but thank you for bringing it up. I don't know what was the quick question there? Can we get married there? The answer is no. But thank you for asking.
Well, I just thought that we should talk about it because we're here.
Oh, yeah.
And Taco Bell's my fave.
That is. What's your go-to order? Tell them your life hack.
Oh, that's right. I do have a life hack. If you go to Taco Bell, here's what you do. You order however many tacos you want to eat at that time.
Which is what?
For me, usually I'll do 3 soft tacos.
Okay.
Then the rest of the box, I get bean burritos.
Oh, you have to tell them to order a box.
I said a party box.
No, you didn't. Start over. You said order how many you want.
Go to Taco Bell. Get a party box.
Okay. Which is how many's in a box? 12? 10?
10 tacos. 10, and you can choose hard tacos, soft tacos, or burritos.
Okay.
But you don't want to get all tacos.
Okay.
The key is get however many you're going to eat in that moment.
3.
So for me, it's 3 soft tacos.
Okay.
Then I get 6 bean burritos to complete the box. Then I get home and I wrap all the bean burritos in cellophane wrap or saran wrap or whatever and put it in the freezer, and then I can have Taco Bell whenever I want.
And then you just eat it throughout the week, right? Just microwave and go.
Well, it's usually takes me longer to get through it than that, but yes.
A week?
Yeah, because I'm not eating it every day.
Oh, okay. All right, that's a good life hack. What else do you have for us? Is there one more?
There is one more that, well, I mean, I think that's
What?
fine.
Oh, you're done?
Yeah.
We got to pack up and get you on a plane?
I think we're good, yeah.
All right. You have doubts about this last question. Okay, we'll save it for next week.
We'll save it for
Christmas
next
is
week.
coming next
That's
week.
right.
Are you excited?
I'm so excited.
It's probably Hanukkah right now. Happy Hanukkah.
Happy Hanukkah. Do you
So-
want your present?
What, I get a Hanukkah present?
Well, you can have your Christmas present for Hanukkah.
I would like you to talk into the microphone would be their first present.
I would like to give you your Christmas present for Hanukkah.
No. Why, you have it with you?
No?
Oh, well, then you can't. What are you talking about?
What?
All right. Anyway, let's wrap this up. This is just a quick little Vegas one for you. Giving you guys a Vegas update. Shout out again to the new Patreons and to all our Patreons. Thank you. Shout out to everybody from the Honeydew Crap Feast fans coming over and listening. Wrapping up Vegas this week, trying to get a 31 done, hopefully with the headliner Tom Rhodes or Butch Bradley or Carrot Top. We'll see who we can get to come through. Hopefully we'll have a brand new 31 for you guys on Monday. Tuesday, we're coming back with I'm missing Craigslist chaos. A lot of you guys have sent in Craigslist ads you want me to fire at, so we will be firing out of the gate next Tuesday with Craigslist chaos, and then hopefully I will record with John Reap next week. So that's that. If you guys have somebody cool that you think would be good, connect me with them. Tweet at them. Do whatever. And shout out to Ryan Sickler again for all the love I received from the amazing Honeydew Craft Feast fans this week. It was a cool week to have people write so many nice things. So to all of you that did that, it made my day, and I really appreciate it. So tell all your friends about the podcast. Coming in strong next year. We're wrapping this year up. We're going to keep doing Dead to Us. Craigslist Chaos on another level. Full 31s. Quick question for you on the people in the interviews. And we're just going to keep giving you guys content straight from the content factory or from the road. So keep reviewing, keep rating, keep subscribing. Tell all your friends. We love you guys, and we'll talk to you soon. So from Vegas, say your bye. Do you have anything to say, Sharon?
Later, losers.
Later, losers, from this loser over here that couldn't get on The Bachelor. And goodbye and thank you from me. We will talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye. When you ride